Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. I just wanted to pop on because yesterday I talked about my next blanket, my mosaic blanket, and she has posted it. It will be on Ravelry, but this will be a crochet along in November. She hasn't given the dates or anything. I have a guy who is going to get in trouble here in a minute. What you doing? Just keep going. Just keep going. Just a second, because I'll have to, oh, he's going to move, okay. Because I was going to have to move that, because he knocked that over. But anyway, so I printed it up. If you purchased, in her group, she said if you purchased the cushion along with the blanket, you would get the cushion for free. So I think I paid a little over $4 for this. But there's two styles that you can do. There's the continuous one, which means that it goes back and forth all, you know, without breaking it up. Or you have the squares. So you would, looks to me like, without looking through everything over yet, you would do the individual squares, which is probably where that cushion is coming from. And then you would do that center, and then you'd somehow hook them all together. Well, Mr. Jerry and I both are leaning towards this look right here, the colorway. So that's probably the one I will do, but let's see if I can get a close-up of it better for you. So mosaic crochet is just, you use one color at a time, and you start, for me because I'm right-handed, and I go right to left and cut the yarn, and then go back to the right side and pick up whatever color the pattern suggests. And then I go and I repeat that right to left, right to left. So, but this is a really cool pattern. I like it. So I looked up. She gives us all the colorway, how many that we're going to need. I will do the throws, so it just means, and I think I'm going to do the bright colorway, because when I look the colors up, I will pop them up. So when I look the colors up, the bright looks more like the continuous one, and the, what she called the other, the cool, looks like this one. So, and we both like this colorway. So I took a minute from knitting on my Halloween sock to make breakfast. Oh, those are the only pictures. To make breakfast and get another cup of coffee, print this up, and then now I will be trying to find those colors. Well, she uses Yarnsmith, because she's from overseas, so Yarnsmith DK, I think it said. And yeah, I usually then will substitute, if we still had Joann's, the big twist, but now I'll do the Super Saver. And I might have to go on Amazon, or I might have to go up to Michael's to see what they have. I'm not for sure our little town would have all the colors, but I could look there too. But I have a month, so that will be my next one that I will do. I'm telling you, this little boy is just being a naughty little boy. So this is my second sock right here, and I'm trying to get this black done. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have to do 3. I have to get up to 16 rounds before I can start the heel. So you ever have an animal that just wants to get into trouble all the time? Well, that's just how he is lately. This is my other sock. So my other sock, I've got the heel flap and turn done, and then I picked up all the gussets, and now I am working on the foot part of it. These will not be done by Halloween by any means, because I've been working on everything else. So, but anyways, I just wanted to come on and show you my crochet along I'll probably be doing in November, and this will probably be for us unless, you know, a family member sees it and they want it, then of course I usually give it to them. So, but I'm going to let you go, but I just wanted to show you that and say good morning, happy Friday. So we are headed out. We have an unexpected errand to run. We have to go pick up something for his mom, who is in a dementia home. So we gotta go grab that at Walmart and then take it to her. But I am going to just do a ride with me, where I am just going to record as we're going up, and so you can see our fall colors of our small town here in Michigan. And then later on, after we're home and settled after a bit, I'll come on and chat with you. So I hope you enjoy the ride. And the fall day is 46 degrees and feels like in the low 40s. So I'm gonna take you along. Come join us, ride along, and I will chit chat with you later. See you soon, friends.
No matter where I choose to roam, there's a niche deep inside my soul for a way of life my heart craves. Small town USA, where there's something old, something new. The fields are green and the skies are blue. Strangers still smile and the music still plays. Memories made here never fade. A strong cup of coffee, listening to that rooster crow. It's where I wanna lay my hat. It's where I wanna call home. In the rolling hills of Tennessee, out west with the Texas tumbleweed, run wild letting go. Watch these crops grow high and low. Work this land with these two hands. Felt the earth crumble where I stand. Out here yonder, time moves slow, but my spirit's good and my heart is full. I found a place where I belong, where a firm handshake still settles right from wrong. It's a simple life where an honest day's pay is an honest day's work. And you love your neighbor as yourself, put God and family first. In the rolling hills of Tennessee, out west with the Texas tumbleweed, run wild like the mighty Mississippi. It's where this old cowboy wants to be, dancing in that Georgia clay, drinking some good old Kentucky whiskey, smiling, living and dying. Forever country, I'm living my dream. Wide open spaces is where you'll find me. In the rolling hills of Tennessee, out west with the Texas tumbleweed, running wild with the mighty Mississippi is where this old cowboy wants to be, dancing in that Georgia clay, drinking some good old Kentucky whiskey, smiling, living and dying. Smiling, living and dying. Forever country, forever country, forever country. Dancing across that Amarillo sky, singing Sweet Home Alabama. Forever country.
Welcome back. Teri here again, and we are home, and I'm telling you, I almost just did not vlog. There's just too much today. It seemed like all the overwhelming things just come in, but here I am. So I have a lot to show you, and I need to talk to you about my weigh-in day today and show you what I got at Walmart. And someone wanted to see the Agatha Christie shawl that I'm doing for my sister. The one I made, I looked it up, it was in 2023, something like that. So, and I shut the door because Mr. Jerry's out there and Miss Nala's not for sure. Right? Oh, see if she'll let me pick her up a minute. Because the door is closed. Right? Right? So I brought that, and I did start my sister's last night because the yarn did come in. And so she has a blanket that the camera's sitting on. So, but anyways, so first of all, I have to see what she's trying to get. What are you trying to get? Oh, the piece of paper. Get cats, they say. We got home, my phone needed charging. I plugged it into my charger, and of course, over the years of the cats we've had, nobody chewed cords. Now we have 2 that chew cords, and it's just like your phone cords or our Google cord. And probably because, like Jerry said, you're going to see her ears. They probably sense the current through anything stronger. Well, my charger cord, Mr. Simba walked behind the couch, and my chair's here. I have a stand, and then the plug-in's right there. And I noticed that when I looked down, he was acting like he wanted to chew on it. And I unplugged it, pulled it up, and he had been chewing on it. You could see bare wire. So we had to hunt Nala, because they've chewed through 3 cords. They have chewed through a Google cord. That's the one that we first discovered. So, I mean, he has had to go buy cord protectors. Quit. And so, and put around everything. She being a pea pod. The stuff I want to show you has tags on it. She wants to play with it. So, and we have our grandson's live stream tonight. And Miss Nala, what are you doing? Just a second. Let me pause you a second. Okay. I'm telling you. So I was waiting for my phone to charge up, and it still has an hour to get fully charged. But if I wait for it to fully be charged, then it will be time, and I record it. This won't get put up in time tonight because then the game's on, and I use my phone for the game to live stream it, and the game wouldn't be done until 9:30, quarter to 10. So by that time I'd say, So, but anywho, it's Friday. So we went to Gap this morning, and you would have saw the clip of the mosaic blanket I want to do. And so the whole plan was not to go no place today, and to be able to come in the sewing room and sew. And Mr. Jerry wanted to work on another gift out in his area, and he got on the treadmill for his 30-some minutes, and then I went and took a shower. And when I got out of the shower, his sister had messaged him that where his mom is, that she was running low on something, and that they needed us to go pick it up. So the frustrating part is his sister is power of attorney and they go away in the winter months. And she said she checked before she left, but if she did, I don't know. We can't explain it. So anyway, so that meant we had to go out. So that meant I didn't get a walk. I mean, I can still walk tonight, but I know me, I'm not going to walk tonight. So I went to Walmart, and you would have saw that clip as we were driving out, so you can see the little bits and pieces of our small town and the changing of the leaves and everything. We went into Walmart, and by that time it's like 12:30 Friday, and this person who doesn't like crowds at all, it was busy, busy, busy. Nala, 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 stop. Yes, stop. And so we picked up the item that we needed for his mom, and I told him to pick up a big box of it, and because they didn't have much, and so we picked up the big box of it, and then we went down to look at the yarn, because I thought, well, they'll have yarn and I'll be able to see what they have in yarn for that. I'm all over the place, sorry. That mosaic blanket. And we get down there, and you got aisles of crafts, and we don't see the yarn, and we come up on the side, and it was probably maybe 5-foot area up and down. There wasn't hardly anything left on that yarn, so needless to say, I didn't get the yarn there, but I could see they had Christmas up, and I don't get out very much. I tend to stay home a lot. I enjoy it. It's probably because of all the years of working emergency room and everything, and high, hectic, life and everything, that I just like being home. So we went over there and looked, and the first thing we came across was Christmas ornaments. And I had saw this design that, on one of the Facebook shorts and stuff, reels. And it was a piece of wood, and then they just took hot glue and they glued so many bulbs on the bottom, and then the next ones, was, a little less, and then a little less, till you got one up on top. And then they just hot glue, like I said earlier, a word, I think believe or something on it. And I thought, oh, I really like to try that. Well, they had these bulbs. They were like 9 something at Walmart, and they were in red, blues, golds, and then there was some modern colors. Well, Mr. Jerry picked these out. He said either the blue or the gold, and he picked out the blue. So there are 26 pieces in this thing. So I can make it as big or as little as I want. It's like he said, because I said the round ones is what's going to work, and not these as much, but this might work for on the top. But like he said, there's enough in here that you could pick out however many you want. So I did pick that up. And then in my coffee area, like I said before, they had these, he found these little coffee mugs. And so there was only 4 different kinds, and I think they were $3.99 each. They're called, they're from Mr. Christmas Nostalgic Mini Mug Ornament, hand-painted ceramic. And of course I got 4 of them, and I'll set this on my my coffee station. but I got a gingerbread house one. And then this is what she wanted to chew on, is the tags. Mr. Jerry picked out a snowman. And they are cute little mugs. And on the back it says bottom it says Mr. Christmas 2025, made in China. And then I got Santa, but I think this is Mrs. Claus because it's in pink. And then Mr. Claus because it's in red. So I got those. Let me set these off to the side because she's going to play with tags. Then we were, of course, looking at all the ornaments and everything, and I've always wanted a Charlie Brown tree. And you know, they're always expensive. And they had one there. God, I can't remember now how much this one was. I haven't taken it out, but I did get this one. But it does say peanuts, and it's going to look like that. It comes with the Linus blue blanket. And I'm sure it comes with the ornament. So it's 36 inches tall, and it says includes Linus's blanket. So if not, I'll have to find a red bulb, but that will set over on by my coffee stand too, with all the little mini mugs around it and stuff, because we have cats. I just want to see. Oh, yep, it does. There is the red bulb right there. There is Linus's blanket, and it's just a piece of fleece. But it's Linus's blanket. You get a booklet, and probably how to set it up. And then it comes with the tree part of it right there. And then down below is the wooden stand, and you'll probably be able to see it. The 4 that it sets on, just like in the movie or the cartoon. So I want to say it was 25, 24, something like that. So I got that because, you know, my friend said that they were going to, yeah, it's just the instructions on how to do it. That after Halloween, November 1st, that they were going to start decorating for Christmas. Now, you know, years and years ago, we never didn't do that, wasn't going to do that until the day after Thanksgiving. That was our tradition, day after Thanksgiving. And then I lost my dad in 2005, 3 days before, on the 19th, just before Thanksgiving. And I remember Mr. Jerry pulling out the Christmas stuff, and I just didn't feel it that year. And my sweet husband decorated. He set everything up. I did go around and help decorate the trees and stuff, but it did help because I love Christmas, and my dad loved Christmas. So we did that. Well, then we went back to, you know, after Thanksgiving. And then when we lost his dad 7 years ago, it was way earlier than Thanksgiving because we lost him. Just a second, I gotta let the kitty out. She's not used to me having that door closed, but he wants to listen to his stuff too. So we set up Christmas a little early then because we lost both dads just before, well, my dad was just before Thanksgiving, his dad was right after Thanksgiving. So, and then last year, Jerry stopped to a garage sale of this older couple, and they had this garage sale that was in their garage and some in the house. And they had this Christmas tree that was still in the box, and he had $1 on it. And Jerry goes, "Does it work?" He goes, "I don't know." He says, "I'm assuming so." He says, "It's just that we are downsizing because we're going to Florida and we have everything down there, and what's left up here needs to be sold." So the guy, I think the guy even sold it to him for 50 cents, and he just gave him, you know, the buck. And it was one of those pencil styles, so it's really thin, and it was the country decor. It was already decorated, it was pre-lit, and it had the, you know, the gingham ribbon on it and that type of decor on it. And so when he got it, he brought it in the house, and this was in between Halloween and Thanksgiving, probably about the same time frame, the beginning of November. And he plugged it in. I'm trying to remember, there was something that had happened and I was quite upset. So he plugged it in and everything worked. And then the next thing I know, he went out in the garage and he brought in all the Christmas stuff. Well, first he brought in all the Christmas trees, and he set up all the Christmas trees without the decorations on them. And then he, you know, we have the tubs all marked where things go. And last year he was the one who decorated the majority of it. And I'm telling you, there's something about Christmas lights. If you really like Christmas and everything, there's just something about seeing that the house transform, and the magical of the lights and the feelings and the remembering of everything. And it can be a sad time too, don't get me wrong, especially if you lost a loved one and you're still not quite used to them not being around. So I told him, I says, "You know what? I think that'd be a great idea. I think that we should, now that we got cats at least, I think we should bring in at least the trees and set the trees up and get the trees set up, not decorated, but get them set up. And that way the cats can get used to it, and hopefully they don't bother them. We'll see." I'm not holding hope out. I might have to get something to put on them. Our daughter, her cats like her trees, and she had this hemp hand lotion, and every time she used it, the cats quit. The cats didn't like her to even be near her, and she found if she rubbed that onto the lower branches area of the tree, they got a smell of it. They stayed away from the tree. What? So, I don't know. But I think that's what I'm going to have him do, is bring the trees in so we can at least get those set up. And I have usually a tree in the sunroom, and then a tree in the fireplace room, what we call, and where the treadmill is right now. And out by Mr. Jerry's area, I believe every room should have a tree in it of some sort, whether it's ceramic or dollar store, whatever. There's just a tree in every room. So, and then go from there. So that's what I'm going to do this year. So sorry, this is going to be extra long. So hopefully you guys are all still with me. But I did bring out that that shawl that I said I would. And when I did this in 2023. I used Karen in the gray, the 1 pounder. And this is, I mean, because it is worsted, it is really long. So the left and right side have the open boxes. I'll show you a close up. The back side right here is all double crochet all the way out here. And she did 60 rows. I probably did too. I'd have to count my circles. So, and then it started right up here, I think with a chain of 6, and then it was the way that she started right here with like 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, but you're always increasing on the left and right side when you end them. And this right here is what she's calling the box look, and that's the double crochet. And so when I put this on, now I'm 5'7", so let me move this out of the way so you can, but it goes all the way down and it's squared off, and it covers the arms. So I have all of this that I could just lay across, and when I am crocheting or whatever, that's just, you know, how it's going to lay like that. So what is your problem? What is your problem? Huh? You don't know? It's because the door's partially closed. So, just a second. Mr. Jerry's gone out. I opened the door back up. So, because she's never up there. So that is what that Agatha Christie shawl is. I did link it in yesterday's vlog. So I started my sister's, and I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in the light jasmine color. And she suggests, because she does it in, she says worsted, and she says it's a number 4, but it almost looks like a light worsted, almost like a DK weight, but because she says whatever the ball band says for your yarn, go up a half a size. This one says that you usually use an I, a 5.5 millimeter, or a US I-9. Well, the next size up is my J hook, which is a 6, if that's right. Yep, a 6. So that's what I've been using, and I started this last night, and this is how far I've gotten on it. Now I will go, I count these circles is how I count how many rows I have, and I'll do that till it's 60. And it's going to be big, just probably like mine, but it might go less than 60 because I'm using a J. I think the one I did, I probably did the I, but I like the looks of the J. It's really draping. That's what she says that you want. And the reason she did the center solid is because when you're sitting there, you don't want to feel any drafts on your back. So So that's basically what I've been doing. My yarn did come in, and that purple was one of the 9 that came in, and then the other one is this T-U-R-Q-U-A, Takura turquoise. So I got 3 of these for $11.47. When I looked on it, it said it was like a blowout, closeout thing. So, and then I got, like I said yesterday, this one is called Aruba C. Aruba C. S-E-A. Aruba C. And I think this will go with, because there is a blue in it, so it's either like this or it's like this. And this is the color I'm going to do Layla's pillow out. Hers just might end up being a granny square. So that all came in. So needless to say, I did not get any yarn for that mosaic blanket, even though it doesn't start until November. The pattern's already there for you to start if you want, but I need to finish I need to finish this. I did not finish my sock this morning. I was knitting on that because everything got thrown out the bath. So, but other than that, my friends, I almost said folks, my friends, this is going to be pretty long, and but break it up in chunks or skip through the drive scenes. But our colors are really starting to change, and we lost a lot of leaves and everything. But oh, before I let you go, my weigh-in today, I am down 1.2, and I am down 7 pounds since I started doing the diabetic plan. And I think I started that at the end of August. And that makes me a total of 34.4, I'm going to say 34.5 pounds of that 100 pounds. So it's a start, and it's going down, and it's going down better than it did before. And I contribute a lot of it to no eating after 7 o'clock, and being super mindful of what I'm eating and trying to get more protein in than snicky snacks. I can do carrots and stuff like that. And like I said today, we did end up having the Subway, and at our Subway, and I didn't know this, and either did Jerry, but they have 2 menus. One is the normal menu, and the other menu is a fit menu. And he says, what's the difference between the turkey sub on the fit menu than the regular menu? And they said you get 50% more turkey on the fit. You do. So, of course, he got that. Now, if you wanted anything extra on it, like cheese, you need to ask for it because it's a fit one. And so he did ask for one because he got a foot long, and we shared that. And then he got chips, and we split the chips. He did get me a Diet Coke. I haven't had Diet Coke in a while. And I've had half of it. I should go dump it out, and I should go get my pink lemonade to finish off. But the sub on the Weight Watcher app for the regular turkey, I think, is 9 with the bun, and the fit one is 6 points, and you get 50% more turkey, so you get more protein. I don't know. But for a foot long, a bag of chips, and a pop, it was a little over $18. But it's better than running to McDonald's. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to go to McDonald's, that's fine. I like to go to McDonald's too. But for me, it was the slippery slope that, you know, if I start eating the McDonald's and I get that in me, it's kind of like when we were at his mom's and you have to go through, because they are given a whole bunch of candies and cookies. Family will send stuff in, or they'll have groups that come in. And his mom doesn't remember enough to where it is, and so a lot of times it gets stuck in her dresser drawer, or it gets stuck in her her walker. The seat lifts up, so in her dresser drawer, she was saying something about she didn't even know what was in there, and I said, well, can I look? And she says, well, sure. So I opened up the top drawer, and she goes, well, I think I use that drawer a lot. Well, the top drawer, there wasn't really anything that she was, but the second drawer was. And I told her every time I opened the drawer. I got to that third drawer, and it was just full of cookies and sugar-free candies and chips and stuff like that. So Jerry went over and he pulled everything out, and basically everything that was in it was not good anymore. You know, there's a couple bags that were just expired, he said, in July, and he left them there. So she didn't feel like he was taking everything away, but I don't think, she never gets in that dresser. And I told him in her seat of her walker, I said, there's a huge bag of candy and chips in that. And he says, oh, if I would have realized, I would have checked that. So the next time he'll have to check that. But we brought home a Walmart bag full of stuff that was anywhere from a year to 2 years old. And we told the nurses that, and they said, well, you know, that's a good thing, that we should remind family to go through that, because these dementia and Alzheimer patients, they don't know. So if somebody sends them something, they might be, you know, it's like if we stop to his mom's and we bring her some cookies and we write on there, you know, Norma's cookies from her son Jerry. Sometimes she doesn't read that, and sometimes she doesn't know what it is, so she sticks it away someplace, or she'll not think that it's hers, and she will, you know, not throw it away, but she'll take it someplace, and nobody knows where it is. So so he brought home, and he's going through things, and there was one he did bring home, which is his Reese's peanut butter cups, sugar-free. And I said, that probably wasn't the wisest thing to bring home. Well, he ate, like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 of them, and I think he threw the rest away. But he's done really well. He lost a half pound. I think he's up to almost 10 pounds down. So he's doing really well. And then if we are hungry for supper, which we'll have something, like I said, we have leftover chili, or we've done a half a grilled cheese sandwich before. So, but anyways, I'm going to let you go. This is really long. I'm sorry with all the come ride with me and everything, but I guess it is what it is. And I'll be back on Monday. And in the meantime, I'm going to go plug my phone back in, get it charged, and get everything edited and uploaded so that it can be up for you guys to watch, and till we can meet up again on Monday. So thanks as always, my friends, and have a great weekend. And until we can meet up again on Monday, stay safe, happy crafting, and see you on Monday.